Hi boys and girls, so we are going to do Grammar Boost together today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I want you to get your Grammar Boost book and turn to page 50 at the bottom. If you do not have that, I want you to pause the video and go get it now, and then you can push play on the video when you get back. Okay, so pause the video if you don't have it, and we're going to start our Grammar Boost now. All right, so I'm going to put my name at the top. You're going to put your name at the top in your nicest handwriting. Okay. It says, Jan and Dan like to play. Read the paragraph. Edit the errors in the verb tense. So just like Mrs. Burnett does on our Google Meet groups, when I show you a sentence that has things that are wrong in it, this is what we're going to do for this, okay? So we're going to find the verbs, and we're going to see what is wrong with them. Let's look at the first sentence. Jan and Dan like to plays together. Do you remember what we said about this, about the verb, when we have two nouns? It does not have an S, right? So we're going to take out the S. Jan and Dan like to play together. That makes sense, right? Yes, so we're going to take out the S. Today, Jan see a light green lime growing by the water. So let's find the verb in here. What is Jan doing? She is seeing something, right? And when we have one noun, we have to add what to the end? Today, Jan sees a light green lime growing by the water. Okay. Next sentence. Dan is going to picks it for her. What is Dan doing? Picks. But there's only one, right? Only one noun. Dan is going to pick it for her. I wonder if we should, because it has one. Okay, I'm going to change my mind because since it has one noun, we want to keep the S on there. Dan, I'm going to make it sound better this way. Dan picks it for her. There we go. Now it makes sense. And because it has one noun, we want it to have the S on it. So I'm going to take these words out so that it makes sense. Dan picks it for her. We can read it at the end and make sure it makes sense. She think it is pretty. Remember, when we have one noun, we have to add an S to the verb. She thinks it is pretty. Now let's read the whole thing and make sure it makes sense. Okay, here we go. Jan and Dan like to play together. Today, Jan sees a light green lime growing by the water. Dan picks it for her. Yes, that makes sense. She thinks it is pretty. Okay, awesome. All right, let's look at the next one. Edit the errors in verb tense. Write the sentence correctly. Okay? Greg hike, but he should ride his bike. So when we have one noun, we have to add an S to the verb. Greg hikes, but he should ride his bike. Now we're going to write it down here. You write it too. Write it super nice. Greg hikes. We have one noun, so the verb has an S on it. Greg hikes, comma, but he should ride his bike. You see how long Mrs. Burnett took to write that sentence? I took a while because I wanted to make it look really nice. That's how I want yours to look too. Greg hikes, but he should ride his bike. All right, let's see about this one. The chicks walks for a long time around the world. So there's more than one chick. That's our noun. And this is our verb. And if there's more than one, we don't have an S on it. The chicks walk for a long time around the world. Let's write it nicely on the line. The chicks walk, because there's more than one noun, so the verb doesn't have an S. The chicks walk for a long time. Oh, time is our is a long iMagic E word. Long time around the world. Period. Oh, exclamation point. There's the exclamation point at the end. And there it is. The chicks walk for a long time around the world. Okay, now you will highlight each of these words up here. Okay, so find this word and highlight it. Find this word and highlight it. Finish that up, and you will be done with grammar for the day.